What's up, collective? Welcome in to your reading. Let's get right into it, you guys. I might do like specific signs in a little bit. I'm not sure. It depends on how much time I have. But for now, we're just doing a collective reading, which, as you guys can see, I've been doing a lot of because, like I said, haven't been having the time to do every single sign. So if the title resonated with you, there might be a message in here for you. But remember, take only what resonates. You guys know the whole deal with tarot, right? Not every message is for you. Use your intuition. That's the whole point. Anyways, you guys, today is a very special day for me. It is the birthday of a passed on loved one of mine, someone who's very important to me. Um, so yeah, I'm feeling extra connected today. Um, Also, real quick, I apologize if you guys are hearing a bunch of clinking in the mic. I'm wearing my Archangel Michael necklace, and the little sword is just making a bunch of noise, which to me kind of gives me some type of message there. Like, Archangel Michael's sword is the sword of truth, clarity, um, protection, right? So the fact that it's making a bunch of noise today is, like I said, the birthday of a passed on loved one of mine he had a very protective energy. He was a firefighter, paramedic, protector type, warrior type, right? He is also a life path number 11, which is considered the wounded warrior. So there's something here about like protection. Maybe your spirit guides, ancestors, or possibly your passed on loved ones are working like overtime, not like they're being worked hard. They want to do this, but they are working extra to make sure you're protected, maybe even possibly to get your attention. Okay. Um, so take that only if it resonates. Also, the song Everything's Magic by Angels and Airwaves. Okay, if you've never heard that song, definitely go give it a listen. It's a beautiful song. That was coming through this morning, and I listened to it a bunch of times because I was like, why is this coming through? It actually came through before I even realized what day it was. So I'm not surprised. I actually realized the day, and I was like, no wonder why that song was coming through. So, um, in the song, I really hope you guys go and listen to it because it's absolutely beautiful. Everything's Magic by Angels and Airwaves. And if you like Blink 182, you're going to love Angels and Airwaves if you haven't heard of them already. Um, there's a part in there where he's saying, hold on tight for this ride, and I feel like he's talking about the ride of life, right? This life is a crazy ride, you guys. But he's talking about everything that you experience is literally magic. He says your breath is thunder or something like that. I don't know. You guys got to listen to that song. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, I mean, I listened to it like 3 times in a row and I just cried. Um, very, very beautiful song. But anyways, let's get into it, you guys. I'm actually going to start with a new Oracle deck that I got, the Rosebell Oracle. I don't know why I put it down. I was going to start with it. But yeah, we're going to start with this. We're going to get some Oracle messages. We're going to see what the collective needs to know. So what do we have for the collective, Spirit? Let's get just one card here for the collective. Thank you. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, I might get another card because these cards are based off of the, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Beline Oracle, which is a traditional oracle. So there are zodiac signs as well as other oracle cards in here. So we are getting a zodiac sign to start with. And yeah, I'm being called to pull actually a couple, maybe even 3. So Sagittarius, some of you guys could be a Sagittarius. Maybe you have strong Sagittarius in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with one. Now, you don't have to have any of those signs. This is just Sagittarius energy, okay? Adventurous, wanting to explore, wanting to expand, okay? Very philosophical, possibly even connected to like the spiritual realm. As like Sagittarius energy, they want to expand, right? They want to expand as far as, like I said, this expansion could be anything, but I'm getting very spiritual expansion here, okay? Opening your mind. I'm seeing visions of like, I'm seeing people doing like ayahuasca or people doing like some type of quest, retreat to where they find themselves. Things like that is what I'm kind of getting. Leaving the matrix, possibly. What else do we have for the collective spirit? Thank you. All right. So, wow, you guys, I just said leaving the matrix. And when I said that, I thought about people when they transition, when they pass over. Like I said, passed on loved one's birthday today. They're not really leaving, they're just transitioning, right? But look at what card we got. Departure. Departure, you guys. This is a moon card here. Okay, so when we have the different planets here are going to represent different aspects of your life. The moon here represents emotions. Okay, so there is an emotional aspect to some type of departure. Maybe you guys have recently lost somebody too. And see, I just watched something. I want to rephrase how I said that. I said you lost somebody. If you guys are familiar with Bashar, um, I think his name is Daryl Anka, and he channels Bashar through him. When he channels, he like closes his eyes and he does this with his hands. So if you're he's like a bald dude that does a lot of like spiritual messages when he channels Bashar. I just watched a video of a woman saying, I just recently lost my mother. And he said, you lost her? Well, that's not, that's not good that you lost her, like kind of making fun of um, well, where'd you put her? You know what I mean? Like, where'd you put her if you lost her? You misplaced her? Um, and he's saying we need to rewrite that narrative. There is no losing. You didn't lose anyone. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Okay. The connection. And when I said that earlier, you guys see, everything is so synchronistic right now. I said, it's my passed on loved one's birthday. So I'm feeling extra connected, extra connected. I could feel him extra today. Okay. And I was asking to myself, because we didn't really have, sorry, I'm talking about myself here, but it relates to this. We didn't really have much of a relationship in our older years as adults. We were closer when we were younger. And I was just speaking to him saying, how do I miss you still? Like, how do I still love you and feel connected to you when we didn't even have a relationship in our adult years? It's because that connection never goes away. And same with, when they transition to the other side, they're not gone. In fact, that connection is stronger. So I feel more connected to him now than when he was alive. Right? Like it's so interesting when he was, in this physical world, because he is still alive. Um yeah, there's something here about departure. Now, this could be, like I said, what I was talking about. Like maybe you are departing from the matrix yourself. Okay. Maybe that's you. Let's see. We got one more card here. Aquarius. Beautiful. I love this. We have Aquarius and Sagittarius. Very these two energies go together, my goodness, very well. Okay. Aquarians and Sagittariuses love each other because they can see, they can understand each other. Like I said, Sagittarius is very philosophical. So is Aquarius. Aquarius, even though they seem very aloof and disconnected, they're actually very the opposite. Okay. There is this connection to, there's this very like ethereal energy I'm getting, or connected energy, very wise energy. Okay. Now, I know a lot of my reader or a lot of my watchers are Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius myself. So, like I said, you could relate to these signs as far as they are in your chart. Okay, but I'm really being called to this departure with the moon in the middle. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. We have delay. Interesting, you guys. Interesting. Look at this. This deck has been, since the minute I got it, has been so on point. You see the rabbit looking at his clock, looking at his watch, his pocket watch? It's the same watch here. You guys see that? Wow. And if you can see here with delay, this is a Saturn card. Okay, Saturn is Aquarius energy as well. So we have Saturn here, which is karma, structure, discipline. Okay, but we have it here with the moon, with departure. So delay here with Saturn is making me feel like, oh gosh, you guys, I'm getting so many messages right now, so bear with me. I'm hearing the rabbit from, I'm seeing the rabbit, I'm hearing him from Alice in Wonderland saying, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, you know, for a very important date, I'm late. You may have had somebody transition and you're wondering why you're still here, or maybe you feel so connected to them and you're like, why is this delayed? Why did they go first? Okay, bear with me because this may not be your story. I'm getting other things here. If that's the case for you, Spirit is reminding you you have a lesson here to learn. With Sagittarius and Aquarius, you have more expansion to do. You have more wisdom to gain here. You have more wisdom to gain from this situation. There is something to be learned here. Okay, there is something to, there's a lot of wisdom I'm getting. Okay, um, philosophical expansion. I'm trying hard. I know I keep using the same words. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I'm trying to trying to keep speaking so that Spirit gets something else out, because I'm trying to put it in different ways to make you understand. Um, Others of you guys, you may be feeling like you are, I don't want to say ahead, but for example, and this is like the this is the issue when it comes to woke people, right? Like sometimes it goes to your ego, it goes to your head. For example, let's say you have a group of friends, okay, and let's say they all drink. Okay, now this is just an example. They all drink. You were hanging out with them. You drink too. Say you went through some type of spiritual enlightenment, and you don't want to drink anymore. You want to be more connected to Source, whatever. I'm not throwing shade on anyone who drinks. I'm just using this as an example. And you decide you don't want to drink anymore. So now your friends are looking at you like, what, you think you're better than us? Right? Now sometimes people tend to act in that way. So say you decided to stop drinking and now your ego feels superior. You have this God complex of some sort. And, you know, that's why I said that's the issue with woke people sometimes, or you know, it, growing and expanding, sometimes it goes to our head. So there is a message here, you know, careful with that. Do not let these things go to your head. If you had made the departure from the matrix, don't harp on anyone or bag on anyone that's still stuck in the matrix, right? We are all on our own path, our own time clock. Saturn has a lot to do with this here. So if people are still stuck in the matrix, that's possibly their karma. They still have something to learn in that situation. If you're still in that situation, don't try to push something to make it happen faster, right? Like, I'm not learning fast enough. I'm not expanding fast enough. I'm not becoming woke fast enough. Or don't feel bad if you fall back into old patterns. Like, there is something here about like, okay, I saw a meme here. This is relevant. I saw a meme that said God in the past, and it was like just God. It's okay. You know those memes, you guys, of like the dog, and it's just the dog, and it's like a regular dog, but then it's like, and it's, gosh, you guys, I'm all over the place. And then the comparison is the dog that's all bulk. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like he's all bulk and buff, and they're like before and after. Okay, so it was like before, God before, and it was just a regular dog, right? And the meme said, I'm punishing you for not praying enough, right? That was God in the past, or how people perceived God in the past. Like if you don't pray enough, if you're not religious, if you don't follow the rules, then you will be punished, right? Now, and then it was saying God now, and he was all bulk. It was the dog all bulk. And it was, the saying was like, understanding that God is everything and everywhere. And like you not praying is also being God, and you being connected and disconnected, like everything is God. And you guys, the song Everything's Magic, it just keeps coming back up. Like everything is magic, everything is God. God is in everything. There is no right or wrong. Okay, so remember that when you are either departing from the matrix, you had someone that recently departed from you. Remember that there is no right or wrong. There is no delay or ahead. There is no, it's not so black and white. Okay. I hope that is making sense, because I am getting a lot of different messages from this, and I'm trying to kind of put it all in a nutshell while still, you know, clarify each situation. Okay. So we're going to leave that there. Let's get into it with the tarot. I'm going to use the Intuit Tarot here. It's already 15 minutes in, you guys, and I just been yapping away. I'm telling you, I feel very connected today, so bear with me. And if you guys stay till the end, you guys are real ones, because I know I'm hard to follow sometimes. The way that I speak when I channel, it could sometimes be like all over the place, and I can't. I think it's an ADHD thing too. Like I can't keep up with my thoughts. Okay. All right. What do we have for the collective spirit in regards to this message? Thank you. Oh, ooh, okay. The devil fell all the way to the ground, and you hear, I know you hear Archangel Michael all up in the mic. Yep. As I'm speaking of this devil. Interesting, because Archangel Michael, and look, I have him right here too. He took down the devil. Do you see him? It's pretty gnarly. Any like statue or depiction of Archangel Michael, it's pretty gnarly sometimes, because he is literally defeating, you can barely see him down here, but he's defeating the devil down here. See this little figure? Interesting that the devil came out. And it's so, you guys, look at the other card we got too. The Chariot, which is determination, willpower, success, strength of will. Look at that, you guys. Spirit's coming in hot today. And I'm not surprised. I told you I'm feeling extra connected. I have, my passed on loved one here. The Chariot and the devil, you guys. Whatever is tying you down, a lot of you guys, it's just the matrix. It's the shadow self. It could be the ego, like I said. There's something that is making you feel restricted, oppressed, okay? Possibly even the material world. A lot of you guys, it's just going to be the matrix. It's just going to be, yeah, the matrix. I can even see how this is green in the background. It's giving that matrix energy, like the movie. Let me get one more here, Spirit. But right away, you guys, major arcana coming out, 2 major arcana. So major shifting going on right now, major pivotal point in your life. Oh my goodness, everything. Wow, you guys, and death just fell all the way to the ground. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Wow. And for those of you, oh my goodness, let me grab this. For those of you that have recently experienced the transition of a loved one, okay, I don't want to say the loss anymore, okay? For those of you that have just experienced a loved one that transitioned, I was being really drawn to my painting that's on the wall over here. You can't see it. Actually, let's see if I could just turn this a little bit without messing with it. You see, it says death is not the end, which I painted that, you guys, if you're interested in purchasing that. Sorry about all the creaking. I'm moving the camera. It is for sale. But you guys, death is not the end. Death is not the end. Okay. Wow. But also, death represents a change, a transition yourself. If you guys are possibly leaving the matrix right now, but wow, you guys, major arcana, 3 major arcana here. Let's see if I can get a little closer. This is absolutely beautiful. The Chariot, the devil, and death, which is external change, like I said, complete renewal, possibly abrupt change. It could have been abrupt. It could have been sudden. It's a new start. It's endings and beginnings. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have solar eclipse. Wow, you guys. This deck, it's a tarot deck, but it also comes with random cards of like eclipses, like moon phases and seasons, like, spring equinox and things like that, right? So you got no tarot. I mean, not this is tarot, obviously, but you got no minor arcana. This is all major, you guys. And I mean, I could have sensed that from these cards that I already pulled and the energy I was getting before this and everything coming through. Major, major changes. Wow. Solar eclipse, you guys. Let me explain this one to you. Solar eclipse says big changes are coming. Timing about 6 months. Finding your inner truth. Catalyst for change, transformation, cosmic trigger, and beginnings. So as much as there was an ending here, there's more of an energy of a beginning, okay? For example, if you going back to that example, if a loved one of yours recently transitioned, things have may have things may have felt like the end for a long time, or you were in a really dark place for a long time, okay? Even if you're still there, you're still going to deal with that. It's going to come in waves. You know, anyone who's experienced grief understands this. But this is a beginning. Like I said earlier, my connection with, my passed on loved one, it's stronger now. And Bashar said that too. Like, the woman's mother transitioned, but actually, this is an opportunity. It's a beginning of a new relationship that is even more connected in a different way. It's the beginning of something else, you guys. And maybe you didn't have someone that just transitioned over. Like I said, maybe you're transitioning yourself out of the matrix and into a more spiritual, connected, higher self alignment, right? Spirit's like, just wait. This is a whole new world here. Oh gosh, you guys, I really hope you listen to that song because it really, I mean, I just keep hearing it. All right, so let's clarify this a little bit more. Absolutely beautiful reading, you guys. And let me know if you guys have made it this far. Let me know what your sign is. How does this Sagittarius and Aquarius energy relate to you? And we talk about departure with the moon here. It's a very emotional energy. Aquarius get a bad rep for being non-emotional. They're very emotional. Okay, so maybe you are expanding with your emotions. Maybe you're starting to understand your emotions a little better. Maybe you are embracing your emotions a little better. Okay. Your wisdom, like I said, very wise energy that I'm feeling. Whoever you are, you're very wise, or you're about to come into a lot of wisdom. Like by the end of your journey here on earth, you will be a very wise soul. That's what I'm feeling for sure, if you're not already. All right, what is this Chariot here? We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Water sign energy, very immature, very envious, very irresponsible, very childish, and not very good way. You could be dealing with people that are immature, envious, or irresponsible. That could be your energy, right? It's giving like growing up, okay? Graduating, I'm hearing. What else for the Chariot? We have Strength in the reverse, which is weakness, helplessness, insecurity. Yeah, I feel like you guys are graduating from a very earthbound energy, if that makes sense. We have the Nine of Buttons, which is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, that's overextended energy, possible dependency, going beyond means, right? Maybe you overspend, maybe you're dependent on certain energies or certain people. Maybe you feel very weak in that sense. Okay, it feels like growing up. Okay, some of you guys may have even see, there I go saying lost again. I gotta train myself. The same energy goes for you guys. You're transitioning. You are training your mind to see something in a new perspective, where before you saw it as a loss, and you're seeing it. No, it's not a loss. It's not a loss. Okay. But a lot of you guys, like I said, if you had like a parent transition, okay, and they're no longer here in the physical with you, there's a lot of learning how to do things for yourself, learning how to be without them, learning how, not to say that you weren't already doing that, but maybe you never saw, if there I go, about to say it again, if you have experienced the transition of a parent, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not there yet, thankfully, right? But if you've experienced that, like, and I've seen other people experience it. It's like, and I think about this constantly, like, what do I do? What am I going to do when my mother, and it's so, you guys, oh my gosh, this is so synchronistic, because the example I was using was Bashar, of that woman who was talking about her mother had recently transitioned. So yeah, it's like, what do I do without my mom? What do I do without my dad? What am I going to do without them? They may not be physically there holding your hand through life, but they've always been that support, right? That pillar for you. And now you're kind of learning how to do that for yourself, but also understand that they're still there. They are still that pillar, but maybe on a more spiritual, emotional level, right? They're not going to be there maybe when you need money or confirmation. My phone just beeped. Or when you need something in the physical, or when you need to call somebody, which you could still communicate with them. You could still call them. It's just not the same type of call, right? Um, wow, this is so deep, you guys. Let's see what the devil is here. Now, others of you guys have become very dependent on the 3D world. Okay, if we're not talking about an actual person who has transitioned, this is you guys learning that, like, maybe you are worried about money. Okay, maybe you're worried about the lack of money. And which is so funny, Bashar was talking about this again with somebody else. He was saying he's scared of not having enough money. And he's like telling him that you being scared that you're not going to have enough money, you're closing doors for other forms of abundance to come in, because abundance and support is not just physical. It's not just material. There's so many other forms of abundance. The universe will always take care of you. Okay? You will always have what you need, and it may not seem like that at certain times, but you will be pleasantly surprised when you realize it. When little things happen and you realize, I think this is right. I think everyone who says this is right. It's not just a cliche like God has your back, God will take care of you, the universe will take care of you. It's not a cliche, it's the truth. It's the truth, you guys. All right, what do we have for the devil here? I'm smelling something. I'm smelling like lavender or laundry, like clean laundry, which is interesting because it's like a refresh here. Remember, I said this is very new energy, even though you may have experienced an ending of some sort. It's a very new energy that I'm feeling. And I'm smelling clean clothes very, very strong. It's not my candle. It's a different scent. It's clean, like fresh linen with a little bit of lavender, which lavender to me is, spiritual energy, third eye energy. Wow. Some of your third eyes may be opening. Okay. Some of you are just going through a major spiritual cleanse here. What do we have for the devil? We have the Seven of Wands, the Magician, and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of you guys, like I said, um, you've experienced some type of loss. Okay. It's not a loss, but you've experienced some type of hardship. Okay. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse talks about possibly money, material, family, even. Okay. There could be, maybe for some of you guys, there was a family feud going on, and maybe that adds to the weight of the situation if you had a family member transition. Okay. But some of you guys maybe are dealing with a fear of financial loss, or maybe, this devil is talking about materialism, and here we have this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse talking about financial loss. Some of you guys maybe experiencing like homelessness, and you're losing hope, or maybe you're just experiencing a lot of lack of physical things, okay, or money or something like that. But there is a shift here and realizing, like, wait a minute, I'm actually still, you're alive, right? You're watching this, you're still here. You're alive. Seven of Wands with the Magician just shows me that whoever I'm reading for here, you're not going to give up. Okay, you're not giving into this devil energy. Seven of Wands is perseverance. Okay, it's protection once again. And look, you guys, if you see right here, I saw it earlier, but I didn't say anything. Wow, and the Ace of Coins in the reverse right here behind it. You guys, a lot of you guys are going through, you're under review right now. But there's this transition from this earthly energy to a more spiritual energy, whether that's just within you, like, whether that's just like dealing with, like I said, homelessness or money, lack of, or if you're transitioning from a more earth-based perspective, as far as like, you lost somebody, there I go saying it again, somebody transitioned and you're viewing it as a loss, but you're so earth-based in that view that now you're transitioning, okay? But you're not giving up. Look at, sorry, you guys, all over the place. I'm sorry. Seven of Wands is behind this solar eclipse, which is this truth, this finding your inner truth, this change, this catalyst for change. Whatever this is a catalyst for change, you guys. Um, Seven of Wands, once again, is facing something head on, not backing down, okay? Standing up for yourself, defending yourself here. And we have it with the Magician, which is your willpower here, another major arcana. This is a master of skill, okay? He mastered the wands, the swords, the pentacles, okay, which seems to be a major thing here. And what did I say? And the cups, right? So this is somebody who is resourceful, okay? They know their own power. They know that they can control their reality as far as like alchemize things for themselves. If you're dealing with a lack of, this is you realizing that, wait a minute, I control my reality. If I need something, the universe will give it to me, or I will find a way to alchemize it myself. I could find a way to turn this situation into this, base metal into gold, right? That you're doing something here. There's a major shift here going on. And you're realizing you hold the power to do so. Oh, this is so beautiful. I would love to hear some comments down below how this relates to you guys, because this is a deep message, and I'm thankful. I'm honored to be able to read this for you guys. Whoever I'm reading for, I'm very honored. What do we have for death? Thank you, Spirit. Landed right on top of it. We have the Sun in the reverse. Wow. Discontent, energy, okay? Mania, it even says. Pessimism. So a lot of you guys are going through, and I understand if somebody has transitioned, okay, someone's earthly body has died, you could be experiencing extreme mania right now, extreme depression. The light in your life has possibly gone out, but look at, you see how it's still behind him? There's light behind him, but he's so enclosed within his pain, you can't even see his face. He's in complete darkness in his own world here. And I understand. I understand. Once again, if this isn't somebody who transitioned, someone whose physical body is no longer here, you could be experiencing homelessness or a lot of lack of, which is putting you in this like, wow, what am, like, possibly even a feeling of like, I don't even want to be here anymore. What's the point? Maybe some of you guys have even contemplated that. Trigger warning if that's the case for some of you guys, and I understand that very well. But there is a shift here. There's a transition coming to this dark time. A lot of you guys were experiencing a dark night of the soul here, and it's about to change. And I'm getting the chills. This is absolutely beautiful. What else for the death card here? We have the Lovers, beautiful. And the Seven of Cups in the reverse, interesting, which is about delusions, fantasy, possible confusion, but choices as well. With the Lovers. The Lovers is commitment, it's partnership, it's possible crossroads as well, choices. So both of these cards speak of choices. So you have a choice here, you guys. We always have a choice, and that's what I was talking about with the Magician here. You can stay in this energy. You can stay in this dark, pessimistic, depleted energy, okay? Or you can make this shift now, and the doors are open to make this shift, okay? Once again, this timing says about 6 months. So within 6 months, expect to experience a change, or just know that the doors are open right now. Spirit is helping you. Archangel Michael specifically is here with you, protecting you. Passed on loved ones, ancestors, spirit guides, they're here. They're like, hey, the door's open right now. If you're trying to make this change, we can help you right now. But ultimately it's in your hands, right? I do feel like a lot of you guys, because of the Seven of Wands that I keep seeing, you have a fighter energy in you. You don't want to give up. And in not wanting to give up, you're making the decision to be in alignment with your higher self, right? There may even be somebody coming in, maybe the Sagittarius or Aquarius energy. Maybe one of these energies is somebody else. Okay, maybe they're coming into your life. Also, if you, back to what I was saying, if a passed on loved one has transitioned, this Lover showing up is confirmation that the connection has not died. In fact, it's become even stronger. Like I said, okay? Wow. Wow, you guys, this is absolutely beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. which speaks about finality, okay, and also could represent a death of some sort, painful ending, but it also says inevitable. Death is inevitable, you guys. It's not the end, but our body must die, right? So I think we're seeing something here now about this transition, okay? We're seeing something about the truth of transitioning here, the truth about death, right? This is absolutely beautiful. Whether this is the death of somebody else, the physical death of somebody else, or this is the death of yourself, of your shadow, of a certain side of you that is no longer needed, right? Let's finish this with a spirit animal oracle. What do we have for the collective? We have the badger with endurance. Beautiful endurance. Yeah, you've definitely been, I mean, Seven of Wands showing up twice. You guys are not giving up. It says, whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. Wow, can't make this shit up, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that here, you guys. I hope it resonated. As always, sending you lots of love. Take care.